I can't even remember now what video it was that I ended on basically zooming in on the fact that Ivora Prime has been around for 88 days, and as we know, the boosters that come with the Prime Access last 90 days, so usually they kind of alternate what Prime comes out every 90 days. Sometimes a little bit more, by about a week usually. There has been a couple of times it's gone a lot longer, but 88 days, and there was, well, technically it was like 84, 85 days, and then they finally gave us news and confirmed the Titania Prime is, in fact, going to be the next Prime, as well as the corinth Prime and the pangolin Prime. They did go into the fact that the pangolin Prime is kind of a throwback to the old alert weaponry, because the pangolin was only available from the alerts. This is kind of the first time they have done this. So I keep hearing people say, just like to clarify the fact that the glaive Prime was only obtainable as a blueprint from the alert system, or from now the intermission, has just become force of habit saying that, or now the Nightwave system, because Nightwave now has that. The glaive blueprint and the pangolin blueprint. But Titania Prime did things while they were showing her off that I forgot Titania could do. I haven't used her in ages, but you can see the new that is going to be just for Titania Prime movement set. You can see she moves around, the legs aren't really going anywhere, and they're not touching the floor. Now, a while ago they did this to Wisp when she used to melee, her legs would touch the floor. They fixed that. This is a stance or a movement set that is going to be for Titania Prime only. This is not going to be a thing that you can use on other frames. They kind of went into this because obviously it's not a attachable thing, it's just the way that she's going to move, kind of like Wisp. Wisp can hover in the air, but that can be used on other frames. Titania's can't. It's fixed, just Titania is going to be able to do this. Going back in, I'm kind of looking forward to the corinth quite a bit, but this is going to be, I mean, look at it, that just looks amazing. This is going to be one of the Prime Access, or the Prime drops, that is going to be nuts, because there's going to be, I'm going to have to go back to the beginning for this and then come back here. Titania Prime, corinth Prime, pangolin Prime, that's going to be the three main things that are going to come. But with Titania Prime comes the... Okay, that threw me for a second there. The Dex Pixia Prime, which is, I think that's her guns, and the water Prime, which I think that's the melee weapon. I can never remember which one those are, but that means in total there is going to be 5 total Prime things that come out with this pack, ignoring the Prime accessories, of course, which will probably be a lot of other things, but the Piranha Prime, that already exists, you can already get that. Everything else that is Prime on there is coming with Titania Prime. That's a lot of Primes. Obviously, the corinth Prime is going to work the same as the normal one does, with the ability to fire it, but if you hit fire again quick enough, or alt fire, or whatever that was, I think it's the alt fire thing, it will detonate in midair. This is the corinth. It's the way that it works, which is why I'm looking forward to this. I like the original corinth. The corinth Prime should be 100 times better. It really should. Obviously, all of her abilities are going to work pretty much the way they're supposed to, but when you do go into Razor Wing, that's when you're going to start using all the other stuff, and let's be honest, it's Titania, she's going to work pretty much the same, it's just everything is going to be primed about her, which leaves us with the one big kind of question, and I'm just going to say that at the same time that this spawns some rather weird things. when. They didn't actually say. I have been through pretty much everything looking for when. It just says she is coming with the corinth prime, and the pangolin sword prime features her own unique movement set and the visual effects, how the corinth's going to work, and that was pretty much it. So no date for this just yet, but as soon as that date is given, it will probably tell us which frame is going into the vault when she comes out, and hopefully give us a date for when Titania is coming out. But it is confirmed Titania Prime. Not, in fact, Gora Prime, that a lot of people were trying to start the rumour that, well, it's going to be Gora Prime, not Titania Prime. Titania was next on the list to be primed. I think Gora comes after her. But that is the conclusion to the two females. So the next prime that comes after Titania is male. Because the way the primes go, it goes female, female, male, male. Then it repeats, female, female, male, male. It goes two females, then two males, and goes back to two females, and so on and so on and so on. This is Titania, that followed Ivora, which is the two females. So Gora's not the one after Titania either. That should, in theory, be Neja or Anaris, because we've already had Wukong. Actually, now I think about it, shouldn't we have already had? Did I miss a prime here? No. It's definitely got to be throwing your mind back to when Wukong actually came out. Wukong Prime came out, I think it was near enough the same month as Neja did. Or Wukong himself came out the same time as Neja did. Wukong has already got his prime, which is why I'm saying Neja, in theory, should be the next one to be primed. After that, I do believe it should be Anaris. I cannot remember offhand what the actual release order of these was. Anaris Prime would be good, but first, Neja Prime should be the next one. In theory. That, of course, is nothing more than a theory. They could change it however they want to. Though, Harrow's still pretty useful. Anyway, we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch yous next time.